Good afternoon. Thank you for taking the time to view this presentation. My name is Amy Corbet Elsbree, and today I will take you through a brief but important exploration on how one of the most significant education policies in recent history, No Child Left Behind, continues to shape our educational landscapes. The No Child Left Behind Act was signed into law in 2001. It was a sweeping federal policy designed to close the achievement gap and hold schools more accountable. It mandated annual testing in reading and in math, and imposed penalties on schools that failed to make adequately yearly progress. It was eventually replaced by the Every Student Succeeds Act in 2015, but its legacy lives on in today's emphasis on test-based accountability. No Child Left Behind brought measurable gains in math achievement, especially for younger and disadvantaged students. But there were also unintended side effects. No Child Left Behind resulted in a narrowed curriculum, reduced instructional creativity, and a disproportionate focus on those tested subjects. This meant that subjects such as science, history, the arts, and even recess were no longer considered as important. These changes didn't just alter what we taught, but why we taught. The policy signaled a philosophical shift from educating the whole child to optimizing test scores. As Alfie Kohn warned us, the more we rely on standardized tests, the more we teach children that only numbers matter, stripping learning of its joy and meaning. This captures the utilitarian trend in education, where efficiency, data, and compliance takes precedence over character, curiosity, and citizenship. No Child Left Behind also sparked tensions over federal overreach. As Heiss notes, it marked an unprecedented expansion of federal influence on public education, often at odds with local values and contexts. The Every Student Succeeds Act tried to rebalance this, returning some power back to the states, but the accountability pressures remain. For educators, No Child Left Behind felt like being turned into test prep facilitators. For students, especially those in high-need environments, it meant being labeled by test scores without receiving the supports they truly needed to thrive. Hurt describes this as a broken promise, one that eroded morale and deepened educational inequities. The takeaway isn't that accountability is bad, but that accountability without a clear educational purpose can do harm. If we want our students to flourish, we must ground our policies in a vision of education that values moral development, civic engagement, and lifelong learning, not just test results. As school board members, you face decisions every day that echo the legacy of No Child Left Behind. Will we adopt policies that emphasize compliance or curiosity? Will we measure success through data or also through growth, engagement, and equity? Understanding the history helps us ask better questions about the future. In the end, education is about more than the numbers. It is about nurturing minds and shaping hearts. By reflecting on the impact of No Child Left Behind, we can work towards policies that reflect the full humanity of our students and the deeper calling of our schools and our teachers. Thank you for your time and your commitment to our schools. If you have questions or would like to discuss the ideas further, I'd be honored to continue this conversation.